What's up, YouTube? I'm Keoni, and he's Chris, and today we're reviewing Rolling Rock.
That is a nice white head right there.
I know I have a large head too, and I was trying not to do that.
Yeah.
Seems like he has a really light golden color to it. It's almost the color of moose head.
Mm-hmm. Most macro lagers have like that, see-through color to it. It would be right up there with Budweiser or Pabst or Miller or whatever.
Getting a really smooth, fresh grain taste.
Mm-hmm.
Almost tastes like there's some rice.
I am picking up rice, I know that. The head dissipated quickly, though.
Yeah, I know. My head is like completely gone.
I had to pour more.
What's up, Jay?
Hello.
Good to have you.
Hey.
I don't have Rolling Rock on me. If I'd have known, I'd have picked some up, but I didn't know.
Well, you can give us a little info if you want. I was trying to look it up myself. Kind of last minute.
Well, I knew it was introduced a good many decades ago. It's family owned. It has 33 on it, and that's like a mystery. There's all kind of theories why it says 33. And I used to get it. It was available in Louisiana for at least 20 years, probably longer. You know, it's a family-owned regional brewery, kind of like Dixie in Louisiana. But my daughter's sending me these messages.
It's all good.
Hold on a second. So I used to get it occasionally, but I didn't like it too much because I found it tasted kind of chalky, like it had some kind of weird chalkiness, and so I never really bought it. It was priced kind of like a little more expensive than Budweiser. But then in 2006, they were purchased by Anheuser-Busch, the company, Latrobe Brewing.
Yeah, I heard of that.
Yeah, and to me, after they bought it, it seemed to they seemed to improve it. Like they got rid of all that weird chalkiness, and there is a red version, Rolling Rock Amber, or it used to be called Rolling Rock Red. I have bottles of it, examples. You might find it. It's kind of rare. I saw it in Virginia and Ohio last year. Nowhere else.
I would love to find it because, yeah, I've never seen it. I've only seen the regular Rolling Rock.
Yeah,
it's a picture of that Rolling Rock Amber on, I think it was Rate Beer.
Yeah. I have a bottle right here. Here's what it used to be called. Now it just says Rolling Rock Amber.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Wow, that's cool.
I would love to find that.
And, Rolling Rock Red. They were going to come out with something called Rolling Black Rock. When they came out with Budweiser Black Crown, there was a proposal to make Black Rock like a 6%, but they didn't make it. I saw photos of it, but it was canceled for some reason. They used to make a Rock Light. It's called Rock Light, but that didn't make it. But so Rolling Rock is everywhere and it's pretty cheap. I'm going to mute myself and listen to y'all while I give my daughter a response to the message, and then I'll get back with you.
All right.
Yep. So I guess it's back to you.
Yeah, for the most part, I'm just tasting kind of a corny, ricey flavor. Get a lot of that grains coming through.
Yeah.
Maybe a subtle hint of malt. Malt doesn't seem to be very present prevalent. It just mainly seems like it's
Yeah.
mostly grain for the most part. It's very crisp and kind of like it's almost like drinking water to me.
Yeah. This is a very lighter beer for being a regular beer. It's in the 4% range. So, you know, most regular beers are like 5% like Budweiser. This, to me, I'm picking up rice as the common adjunct in this, kind of like Budweiser with the rice thing. But, yeah, it's just light corn, fair amount of rice. It has a very watery finish. It's not a dry finish like I get with a Budweiser. And but it's still, if you were on a hot summer day, you could pound these down almost as good as you could a Bud Light.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think this is an excellent beer for a hot summer day. It's really easy to drink. Almost anybody. I don't know anybody who'd turn this down if it was given to them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like you said, it's really sweet. It seems like rice is the most prevalent thing. And yeah, it is very watery.
Yeah.
But that's a good thing for the summertime. I know a lot of places like where you live, it's like in the 90s, which you need to keep cool with a nice beer like this.
Yeah. It's just weird. It's so light for being a regular beer. It's almost bordering on the line of Coors Light or Bud Light on alcohol. Yeah.
I actually like this better than Bud Light. I haven't had Bud Light for a while, but from what I'm tasting, it's more enjoyable.
I would say anything would be better than Bud Light, in my opinion, though. But yeah, this is definitely a more smoother tasting macro lager, I can tell you that.
Yeah. One thing I'm curious about is I noticed with all Budweiser product, they have it at 25%, which is unusual to me. Like if you get a Coors product or a Pabst Blue Ribbon product, you're looking at 24 ounces. But when you're getting
the 25.
Product, you're getting the 25, which I find it interesting, and you get the extra.
25 fluid ounces is only with Anheuser-Busch products. You won't find it with Miller or Coors or Pabst or anybody else. It's just Anheuser-Busch.
I know, but I find it unusual. Like, did they put a patent on it? I don't know why anybody else is not doing the same, because you'd think they would want to compete and follow suit. That's the thing that I find interesting.
But personally, I think, really, what's the marketing tool here? You go from 24 to 25. That's not really impressive, in my opinion, going just one extra ounce. If it was impressive, in my opinion, you'd at least go to 30 ounces. That would be impressive.
Yeah, I know. But
one extra ounce, you know.
I still give them props because that's at least another extra gulp.
Yeah, it's one extra gulp. That's what matters.
I'll say this. I do like it. It's a good, pleasant beer. But like I say, if you'd have drank it before 2006, you may not have liked it. Here's an old bottle. You know, the old bottles used to show that like fence with lattice work on it. The new ones don't. But most of the bottles are like painted. Y'all are drinking out of cans.
Mm-hmm.
Usually it's like a painted label, okay? Like the Rolling Rock Amber Lager. This is like a painted label.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it always has a horse head, and this little thing here used to have lattice work underneath. They took that off. And here's the like around 1997 bottle, the little short neck bottle. And you can see the maybe you can. It's kind of glare here, but
oh, I seen those. One of my relatives had a
see the lattice work. So they came out with this beer in 1939. Also, this is a paper label.
Yeah.
Weird thing. That's why I bought it. That's why I bought it. I was like, what is this paper? And usually it's painted, so I thought it was strange that it was a paper label glued on. So it's from 1997.
I seen that bottle. I see my grandpa. I think it was a 4 or 6 pack, but I see my grandpa was drinking out of one of those bottles, like when I was a little kid.
Now here's a 24-ounce can, and you'll notice that it has a different design, like the horse head and the label. The label is surrounded by. It's got a different font, and it's surrounded by a golden rope. And the horse head is gold instead of blue. There's no blue on this can. It's just green.
Yeah.
With the gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very different than what it looks like.
It's a far different label now. It's just like green with the Rolling Rock and white.
Right. So when I saw this, I was like, oh yeah, that's different. I'm buying it.
Oh, it even says premium beer. It doesn't say that on here. It says extra pale now.
Right. It did say that. But it did say that before, extra pale. I don't know. They just probably experimented with different labels. But
Well, it does look pale. I guess it goes
it is
along.
pale. It's also made with corn and rice.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of an oddball combination, corn and rice.
I taste more of the rice than I do the corn with this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, same here.
So, all right, that's all I'm going to say. I don't want to keep interrupting, but I just wanted to bring up those points.
That's all right. That was cool.
We want you to keep coming to our reviews. Man. We want you to keep coming.
I know. I wish I was drinking some of it. Usually they have real good prices on it. Since Anheuser-Busch bought it, they sell it as a discount beer. I notice it's pretty popular.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So, Chris, what would you rate this beer?
I'm gonna, for a lighter side of a regular beer, I would go ahead and give this a B+, hands down. I'd drink this if I was mowing the lawn, or if I was at a barbecue and I wanted something, on a hot day where it was light and I could, pound a few. Yeah, I would take this.
Yeah. I would have to give it a 4 out of 5 because it's just extremely drinkable. I actually read something on Rate Beer a while back, and they were saying since Anheuser-Busch bought it out, they think it's worse. They think this tastes like Bud Light. But to me, I think it tastes better than Bud Light.
Yes, it does. It ain't nowhere near close to Bud Light. Bud Light can't stand in the ring with this.
What food would you pair this with?
I would take this with chicken, burgers, hot dogs, cheap foods. I would even take this with, you know what would go good with this? Some rice and some chow mein, any Asian food. Some rice, some chow mein, some white chicken. I think it would go good with that.
I don't know if I'm just craving it or what, but I would want to pair this with some KFC.
Hey, everybody craves KFC once in a while. Right,
yeah.
Yeah.
Who would you direct this towards? Would you say women would like it too? I know how they can be kind of.
It's a regular beer. A lot of chicks like Bud Light and Coors Light and stuff. But if they're looking for something light that's a regular beer, yeah, I'd give this to women. But men can drink this too. It's a light drinking regular beer, and I think it would appeal to all audiences.
Yeah, so I don't think too many women are gonna like it because it tastes too much like beer. They want something like Seagram's, those little flavored drinks, but that's what they like, man.
I mean, the women that do like beer, that's what would be the.
Oh yeah, women that like beer would like it.
Mm-hmm. Because I had an ex-girlfriend and she liked Coors Light and Bud Light, so if I was gonna break her off from that, I'd recommend this.
Like my wife is just mainly wine coolers with her. She doesn't like the beer taste and makes her like shiver or something.
Well, not a lot of people say it tastes like piss, but to me it just tastes like corn and rice.
I know, same here. Some of the more lighter beers, like you find in the Miller 64, and you get more of just a carbonated water effect. But this, yeah, it does taste like a beer, even though
Budweiser Select. I've seen a lot of girls actually drinking Budweiser Select. 99
Budweiser Select is awesome. What are you talking about?
No, but I've seen a lot. No, what I'm saying is I've seen a lot of girls drinking it. I love Budweiser Select, but
Budweiser Select tastes like Budweiser, just with a little bit of water. That's how it tastes to me.
I think it's the new Bud Light.
Circles around Bud Light, that's for sure.
To me, it's the new Bud Light. It's the new Bud Light. It's what they did. What they did wrong with Bud Light, they corrected with Budweiser Select.
Well, I think Bud Light is fine, but my daughter loves Bud Light Platinum with boiled crawfish. Yeah. She loves drinking that with eating boiled crawfish and drinking it. I noticed something about Bud Light Platinum. If you notice carefully at the packaging, it doesn't say light beer. It just says Bud Light Platinum Triple Filtered Premium Beer. Now, it's kind of interesting. It's sort of like Bud Light is no longer a light beer. Bud Light is just a brand that could be anything. Like the mixed tail, that sure isn't light. The lime Aritas and the apple Aritas and the strawberries, those aren't light at all. They got like 250 calories.
8% alcohol.
So it's just like a meaningless brand now because
Mm-hmm.
the only Bud Light that's light is Bud Light itself. All the rest are kind of heavy.
Yeah.
I know. It's crazy.
Yep. And she also drank those, she liked the strawberries. I just did a review comparison between the limerita, mangarita, and strawberry. I think the only one that tasted any good was the mango, but I still wouldn't buy it on a day-to-day basis because I'm a beer guy.
Right, and don't forget the Bud Light Clamato Chelada and the Bud Light Clamato Chelada with limon with the extra lime. Those aren't light. I don't know if y'all ever had those Clamato Cheladas.
Did you have the Budweiser Clamato?
I had the Budweiser
one.
Clamato Chelada.
Yeah.
Budweiser Clamato Chelada Picante. That's the spicy one. I had the Bud Light Clamato Chelada, the Bud Light Clamato Chelada y Limon with extra lemon. The Bud Light, there's a third, I think there's a third one. Oh, there's so many. Have y'all ever had those?
Wow.
I only had the Rita line. The only one I never had was the
You never had the ones made with the Mott's, mixed with the Mott's Clamato?
No, I'm afraid of those. Just seeing tomato, I'm just thinking, visualizing tomato sauce in a Bud Light, and that just scares me.
The Budweiser Clamato was like beer with V8 juice. That's what it was like.
Yeah,
it was like beer and V8 juice.
They're mixing tomato juice, lime, salt.
So was it any good?
Well,
I mean, I would take it over a regular Bud Light, but you know,
it's kind of heavy. It's like it's like eating a meal.
It was thick. It was thick, like drinking. Like think of taking cold tomato soup and then mashing that with beer. That's what I got.
Yeah, it's thick. It's salty. It's a lot of calories. So after you drink a 24-ounce can, you just don't want to eat any meat. You don't really need any supper because that's all you need. And then the one made
food in a can.
Yeah, you're right. And the one made with Budweiser is even heavier. So, I mean, you're just not going to eat supper after that. But anyway, y'all are doing rolling around. But they also make the Modelo Especial Chelada.
Wow.
The Cate Chelada.
That would be interesting.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah, we like the Modelo one more than the Budweiser ones.
Sad to say, I think I might be doing a review on those.
Oh yeah, I forgot. They also contain clam juice.
Yeah.
That
sounds disturbing.
Sorry to interrupt you, but I had to mention that. If you look on the can, on the can, it says contains shellfish.
Yeah. But yeah, I might have to be doing a review on those Budweiser Limerita or Mango-rita because they're on sale where I live for $1 a can. So it's an easy beer review. So
you got a good deal because
all that beer.
You got a good deal, Keoni, because where I live, it's like $2.50 to $2.99 a can for that Limerita stuff.
Yeah.
But you're probably gonna agree with me. Mango would probably be the only good tasting one.
Yeah, I want to try that one, especially because you said that's the best tasting one.
Yep. But, yeah, back to the Budweiser Select. I was agreeing with you when I said Budweiser Select is the only one that tastes like Budweiser.
Yeah.
It's like they just decided they failed with Bud Light. Originally, they thought Bud Light was going to be a light Budweiser, and that failed. So they did they did Budweiser Select in like 2005, 2006, and that tasted more like Budweiser. So, went over Bud Light anyway.
Hey, gotcha.
Yeah, I really do believe they should actually make remake Bud Light and just say new flavor or new recipe and just make it Bud Select as Bud Light because it's low in calories, it tastes better. Why not?
You got a good idea right there. They really should do that.
Well, they got people that love Bud Light, and they're making money off of the Select, so why not sell both?
Yeah, true, but it's still a great idea, though, I guess.
I mean, a lot of people like Bud Light. I don't mind it. I mean, I drink it sometimes when I'm working at Bingo.
Yeah. The only problem I have with it is it's unbalanced. Like, the flavors don't balance. Like, even Coors Light has more of a balanced flavor than Bud Light.
Yeah, I was about ready to say that. Coors Light tastes a little bit better than Bud Light.
I guess to me it's like a tie. Miller Lite, Coors Light, and Bud Light to me is like a straight across tie, really. To me.
If I'm at a concert, you know, because a lot of concerts or, you know, football games, the only two beers they have is Budweiser and Bud Light. If somebody is offering me Bud Light, I'll take it. You know, if I ain't got nothing else, I'll take it, you know, because it's still beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
What I don't like is paying $6. I went to the Rob Zombie concert, and they were selling Bud Light for $6 a cup, like a 12-ounce cup. That's ridiculous.
I know.
But since I bought the tickets, my cousin told me, he comes up to me with a Bud Light. I was like, oh, you paid $6 for that. He's like, don't worry about it. You paid the tickets. And I was like, but still $6. And he's like, don't worry about it. So he just paid for the rest, you know. I guess when it all comes down to it, beer is beer.
Yeah, that's true, but
some of them ain't too good though, y'all.
Yeah.
I'm looking at some right there that if you drank these, you might think about giving up the beer hobby. You would give it up if that was all you could drink. Go to Trader Joe's. You ever been to Trader Joe's?
Yeah, I've been there a few times.
Yep.
Name tag lager, and you're gonna find out what bad beer is all about. Then you'll think Bud Light's the best thing you ever drank.
Hey Jay, we should do another English beer review like we did with the Wee Heavy.
Yeah. Scottish and English. Pretty cool.
Y'all still down for the Old English 800?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm down.
Talking about British beer, hold on a second. Well, first,
Well, Chris, it looks like you'd be on the chopping block next.
here's a preview, folks.
Old English.
And y'all don't get these 18-ounce bottles, you said?
I can get 24-ounce cans, 40s. That's it.
And they got this cool-looking cap. The 18-ounce bottle's got this cool-looking cap.
Yeah.
That's cool.
You're lucky because the 24-ounce ones we get come in cans, but the 40s unfortunately are plastic bottles.
Oh yeah, this is a glass bottle. And talking about British beers, here's Belhaven Scottish Ale. If you can get that 5.2% alcohol from Great Britain, from Scotland.
I seen that at Bevmo when I went to pick up the Wee Heavy.
Scottish Ale.
I bought it in case anybody wanted to examine it. It's 5.2% alcohol. The company has been in business since 1719.
I'll buy it if I find it. The only reason I didn't get onto Bell Heavy, you know, the Wee Heavy one, Belhaven Wee Heavy, is because you sprung it up so fast I didn't have time.
Right, yeah, I know. That was my fault. Yeah. I apologize.
Yeah, it's all good. But if I had found it in that nick of time, I'd have been on.
Yeah, I'd be willing to do a examination on that one for sure. I know I can get it too because I seen it at. They had a few of them, the Belhavens, at the Bevmo.
Yeah.
It's bad
for Sierra Nevada Torpedo though this Wednesday. I'm gonna be there for that.
It's bad when people spring stuff on you real fast, like with I don't know, Rolling Rock, you know, whatever. But it is a bad practice, and I gotta stop doing that.
Yeah.
Because what's
Well, I'm looking forward to Sierra Nevada Torpedo. I haven't drank that one in quite a while, so that's pretty cool.
that's the gold standard, man. It's like if I'm drinking a double IPA or a strong IPA or really any IPA, and I'm paying all kind of money, and it can't even measure up to Torpedo, which I got for $7.49 a 6-pack.
Yeah.
I said $7.49 a 6-pack. Then it's a joke. I mean, why would I pay $11.99 for a 6-pack of a beer that's not as good as something that I paid $7.49 for? I mean, it's craziness.
I just did a review on this today. I don't know if you tried Lagunitas Hop Stupid Ale.
Yes, I've had it.
I paid $7 for this bottle, and I really enjoyed it. But I'm not gonna, like pay $7 a bottle every day.
No,
That's a little bit too much.
a little bit. Y'all get this one?
Yeah.
We do not. We do not. I bought this in Texas, in Beaumont, and I
Is
bought
that
the.
Hurricane?
Oh no.
High gravity.
That's Hurricane High Gravity, right?
No.
No,
Oh,
Old English.
Oh, Old E 800. No, I don't get that no more.
Old English HG.
Yeah.
High gravity. I bought this in Beaumont, Texas, at Mercado de Familia, and I bought the canned version in San Antonio, Texas, down the street from the Alamo Dome.
Yeah. We only get the regular 5.6, regular.
5.9 here.
Yeah.
I think it's 5.9. 5.
There was a 2 months ago somebody requested OEHG, and they got a few bottles in, and I managed to grab one, the 7%, and I had the time of my life having that one. I kept the bottle, but a month later, no more. That's the last time we ever saw it.
Yeah, we've only ever gotten the 5.9 here.
Yep.
6%. Sometimes it's 6%. Sometimes it's 5. It's weird, It's like maybe they'll make a batch and it'll be 6%, and they'll say, okay, 6%.
Yeah.
My OE is always 8%.
Oh yeah, you get.
Personally, I don't want to call something malt liquor if it's only 5.9%. I mean, it's only 0.9 more than a Budweiser. You can call something malt liquor, call it 6 or 8 or, like Earthquake. That'd be a malt liquor.
But I wanted to wrap up this video. So, what are you guys' last words on this before the viewers are like, "What the heck?" Going all over the place.
Right. The last word is that it's good. It's worth buying. It's not anything exceptional, but it's just an ordinary, regular old beer for an ordinary, regular old price.
What about you?
I'll just say, don't knock it till you try it. I do know this was popular in the 70s with young kids. I remember some of the people I knew that are older now said they used to drink this at band parties and stuff in the 70s before Budweiser became the new macro lager. So just don't knock it till you try it. It's just a regular light beer. So yeah, easy drinking.
Yep. All right.
All right. As the last shout out, all you guys go check out Chris's channel. He needs more subscribers. I'll put it in the description below. And also check out Jay's Louisiana Beer Reviews. I'll put that also in the description below. But until next time, YouTube, thanks for watching.
Thanks.
Yep.